I'm Lauralyn Eschner with All the Arts for All the Kids Foundation. Today we're going to be making a new book structure called Talking Books. You have plenty of room for creativity within this structure, and you get to make some really cool creatures. So just as an example, we're going to be making something that comes out looking a little bit like this. We're going to be talking about symmetry or symmetrical. Symmetrical, if a thing is symmetrical, it means if you drew like a line down the middle, both halves would be the same. So symmetrical looks something like this. Asymmetrical might look something like this. So if you did a line down the middle, the two halves don't look the same at all. They're very, very different. We're going to start by making a symmetrical shape. We're going to take a piece of paper and fold it in half this way. Then, this time you're going to hold the fold and you're going to draw with your scissors. What you're going to be making is the outline of your creature. So fold it in half. You can see how we did it by cutting around the edges to make that creature. So you're going to start cutting. You're going to hold the fold this way, and then you're going to start, you can start at the head or you can start at the chin. I'm going to have ears for my creature, and this is something that Matisse did. He drew with his scissors. He didn't draw with a pencil first. If you really want to draw with a pencil first, you could, but it's kind of fun to just draw with your scissors and see how it turns out. And on top of that, sometimes when you draw with your pencil, you get these beautiful, gorgeous lines, and then when you open it up, they're hard to follow. You can see how I'm making these, I think, will be ears, and then I'm going to go down and go across, and that should be his big fat chin. So when I open it up, you can see that both sides are symmetrical. Now comes the part with the mouth. You're going to hold the fold again, and about 3/4 of the way down, you're going to make a cut. It doesn't have to be a very long cut. I'm going to just do it about 1 inch long. Now, what you're going to do is fold. This is the folded part, and now you're going to fold up till you make a triangle, and you're going to crease it really, really well. Then you're going to take the bottom part and fold until you make a triangle, and again crease it really, really, really well. The next step is you're going to flip it over and you're going to fold that triangle fold back the other direction along the same line that you creased it the first time. So you've got the same crease, but it's a really, really strong crease. I'm going to put it down on the table. If you want to, you could use your scissors and make it even a tighter crease, or you could use your pencil to do that, or you could just use your fingernail. And you could do this a couple of different times, making that, flipping it back over and creasing it. Okay, now here is the trickiest part of this whole project. You're going to kind of shut it, and then you're going to open it up. Now what you do is you're going to put both your fingers back here, and you're going to kind of poke the mouth open. You're going to push until, so you've got it open like this, the way it would for a book. And look, the mouth starts to, you're going to push, I'm pushing from behind, and there's the mouth that pokes out. Now you can go back and fold again just to make sure that it really does that, but that's the hardest part of the whole thing, is making sure that the mouth comes out. If you wanted to have the mouth be a different color than your initial part on the outside, all you do is you fold a piece of paper, red paper or any color paper, in half, and just use your glue stick and glue that on the back. And then it comes out a different color when you do it. So you've got symmetrical. Now your time is to decorate this creature any way that you would like to do it. You might want to use thick lines, you might want to use shapes of color, you might want to outline, you might want to make it symmetrical so that both halves are exactly the same, Or you could do it asymmetrically so that both sides are different. It's completely your decision and you can't do it wrong. You're the artist. So go ahead and decorate. Once you've decorated your creature, then to turn it into a book, all you do is you take a piece of paper that's bigger than this guy, you fold it in half, you open up the bigger piece of paper, and you match the folds so that it fits inside. Then you simply take your glue stick and you glue him in. And the whole trick to this is to make sure that the folds match. That's all you have to worry about. And you can do it the same thing to the other side. And then fold your book. Rub, rub, rub. And you have the beginnings of a talking book. Once you get several pages of these together, super easy to put it into a book. You just glue the back of one page to the back of the other page, so that then you have several pages that open up like that. So go ahead and get started. Remember, you're going to start with something that will be symmetrical, and then it's up to you to decide if you want to decorate it so that it has asymmetry or it's asymmetrical, or you make it the same so that it's decorated so that it's symmetrical. Totally up to you. You could think about thick lines, thin lines, patterns. You're the artist. Oh, if you wanted to write words that go with it, you could do rhyming words, you could write sentences, and you can tell all about your magic creatures. Have a really fun time, kids. I've enjoyed making books with you.